The worst she could do was say no, right? That's what I told myself the night I decided to ask Betty out again. We had a nasty breakup, one that left her more wrecked than me. For days, she kept calling and texting, screaming, crying. It was hard for her to accept that we were done. Then I moved to New York for a work project, and eventually, she became a memory. But a few months ago, fate played its card. I was standing outside a coffee shop when I heard a familiar voice. Turning around, there she was, Betty, on the sidewalk, talking on her phone. She looked different, happier, maybe too happy. Seeing her like that made me realize I could have ended things better. So one Friday night, I gathered some courage and asked her out again. To my surprise, she agreed instantly. We met at a nightclub. The bar was packed with music, dancing, and laughter. We drank, joked, and swayed to the beats like nothing had changed. At one point, I sat beside her and said, "Listen, B, I'm sorry about the breakup. I should have treated you better." She flipped her hair back and smiled. "Yeah, you should have. But it's all right. I hold no grudge." I leaned in to kiss her, but she stopped me. "How about we take this forward at my place? Kind of our private after-party." I was a little drunk, a little hopeful, and I definitely wanted to get lucky. So I agreed without thinking twice. Her apartment was luxurious, a massive 4 BHK. "Wow, this place is fire. You stay here alone?" "Mostly," she said, pouring me a glass of champagne. "Sometimes I bring my dates here." I downed the drink while she pointed toward her bedroom. "Let's not keep you waiting." I followed her like a love-struck idiot. But as soon as I stepped inside the room, she shoved me in and slammed the door shut from the outside. I stumbled, barely keeping my balance. "Come on, B, still punishing me for last time?" I laughed nervously. "I said I'm sorry." Voice behind me answered. My, what a sweet candy you are." My stomach dropped. There was a man, sitting on her bed, wearing gym shorts. Brushing long, bony fingers over his hairy chest, he stared at me like I was dessert. "It's time for a raise, Betty," he said. "You've brought me the handsomest one yet." "What? Who are you?" "I'm SJ. Betty works for me, officially and unofficially." He laughed and walked toward the cupboard. I started banging on the door. "Betty, open the door! Let me out!" "Sorry," she replied from the other side, her voice smug. "I only listen to my boss, not you." Tears welled in my eyes. Anger, fear, disgust. It all hit at once. Was this a trap? Did she really lure me in for him? My head began to spin. My legs buckled. I couldn't stay upright. "What's happening? The champagne. She drugged me." I tried to shout, but my voice failed me. Then, darkness. I woke up to the stench of rotting filth. My body was lying in a garbage heap in some dark, shady alley. My vision, blurred. My skin was crawling with flies. My clothes were ruined and stained. Blood, and something worse. I wanted to cry, but no tears came. Shame, rage, helplessness. It all drowned me. I don't even remember how I got home. I just know I took shower after shower, scrubbing my skin until it bled. But I still feel that foul stench clinging to me, even now. I haven't told anyone what happened, not a soul. Betty never called, never texted, never showed up again. I want to go to the police, I really do. But even thinking about that night spirals me back into that trauma. Sometimes I laugh at myself in the mirror. I thought the worst she could do was say no. What would you have done in his place? Comment below. And don't forget to hit like if this story gave you chills. Subscribe to Fear and Tale for more horrifying true stories.